Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Roguelike Adventures and Dungeons. So, since last episode, I sorted everything that we got from the Nether, and also my sword. I found that the anvil pet will not repair this sword, okay? What I did was I spent 35 levels and put Mending 3 on it, which does repair it. It has to do with the Unbreaking X, I think. At least I'm assuming, because, like, this stuff repairs just fine, this doesn't. So I think it's the Unbreaking X that's doing it, but just as well, I'd rather have Unbreaking X and Mending 3 on it than, something else. So I do quite like the Unbreaking X. Because when we're in, like, big dungeons and stuff, I don't ever have to worry about this sword. It's going to be fine, So anyways, what we're going to be doing today, I do believe, I was doing some thinking between the Betweenlands and the Twilight Forest. I think we're going to go ahead and knock through the Twilight Forest. Twilight Forest is actually fairly quick. Betweenlands actually probably won't really be that long because we're going into it and we already have, like, super armor. And so, like, we can just do whatever we want to do right out the gate. Tropicraft and Aether will go back and do some cleanup. They're dreadful. They're super dreadful. So, actually, some of these quests for the Master ones, I think I might have the stuff for that. Because I have some upgrades here, like, if I throw this in there, I think this one needs it's 1500, so it needs a master book. And I've got one of those at the moment. So there we go. That should complete a quest. And that's that's a master wand. And we have apprentice here. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Okay. I just need more master books at the moment, really. So this quest right here is done. We get a scroll of identification. And I guess we could go ahead and make a couple mana flasks, because there's quests for that. It's not something that I've been making, because we haven't really needed to, because the anvil pet can restore our durability on our wands. And it's funny, because the mana flask is actually one of the very first quests in my mod pack. for Electro blobs, anyways. But there's no anvil pet, so you've actually got to make it. Yeah. Especially with the amount you'll be out and about. So, okay, that quest is done. We get another scroll of identification. So really all we're doing is just wrapping up master wands in this tab. Okay. Oh, and we did get 2 new spells. Let's go ahead and check those real quick before we head out, because I want to see what they are. First up, we got Ice Statue. This freezes the target solid for 20 seconds or until broken out. The target cannot move or do anything while frozen, but is also impervious to all damage. Okay. And then we have an advanced spell here, Mind Control. Takes control of the target's mind for 30 seconds, causing it to switch sides and fight for the caster instead. Will not work on creatures that are too strong-willed, i.e. bosses and stuff like that. Okay, so we are ready to go now, I think. And what we're going to do, let's get ourselves just a diamond. And I'm assuming that this is standard. I haven't looked or really read about it. Actually, I think, let's go ahead and pull up the quest tab here. Oh, it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything at all. So, but I'm pretty sure this is all pretty well standard. So let's grab ourselves some blue orchids, some poppies, and I think crystal flowers should work. We'll find out. So, and we'll go ahead and set up our portal. And what we're going to do, let's dig this out. There we go. And then poppies. And then some crystal flowers. And then we're going to need to get ourselves 2 buckets of water. And in truth, like, Twilight Forest is probably like the first dimension that you'll want to explore. Either that or, I don't know about the Betweenlands. Betweenlands has a lot of really great stuff in it. That's why I want to go there here soon. But Twilight Forest is always really, really quick. Like, a couple episodes, just blast through it. Maybe 3 episodes or something like that. Throw our diamond inside, and yay, there we go. But Betweenlands, of course, we're going to get our middle gems, and there's alchemy, which we're not even going to bother with alchemy in this pack because we're already pretty much unkillable at this point. Okay, this is the oddest, I think the oddest spawn that I think I've ever had. Let's go ahead and mark it as home. Of course, I have waystones, so I'll just teleport to and from. Okay, so first up, now that we're in the Well, actually, they want us to get a canopy sapling, which are these right here. Wow, that's this is wonky. But the thing is, there's not going to be a whole lot of mob spawns here because it's always like dusk. So, light levels and all that. Okay, so we got a loot chest for that. Wow. Then they want us to kill the Naga, do the questing ram, and the magic map. Okay. Well, let's head out and see what we can find. I do want to find a questing ram, but we'll see how it goes. And I guess I should get the stuff for the magic map, which I'm assuming is standard, which means it needs like paper and a raven's feather. Okay, but we're going to be looking for a raven. Oh, those one urn things that like poison you spawn here. That sometimes have ender pearls in them. And you know, it's funny because I barely ever, like, in standard play, even if I don't have a map mod, hey, here's a hedge maze. We'll go ahead and go through this and see what we come across. Which I guess really we can fly over all of this. Oh, it's terrible. We're too powerful. There we go. But, you know, even in standard play, even when I don't have, like, journey map and stuff, I still, like, never make the magic map. I never have because I just run around. You know, that's what exploring is. Just running around. Oh, stop it. You can't hurt me. You can be as hostile as you want, but you can't hurt me. There we go. Nothing. Let's see. Okay. Nothing. These usually don't have much of anything in truth, but... Alright, but I'm hoping that we can get some decent levels on our like sword and everything, which would be great. Now the sword, when we go to the Between Lands, I'm not sure... Well, we'll take our sword with us, but I'm not sure how effective it's going to be. Because of the nature of the Between Lands, but that should be... Oh wait, there's one more. There's one more thing right here. There we go. And nothing. Okay. So we just broke a bunch of spawners. Of course, over there, we should be able to find an Ice Queen over in that area. Let's head on. I do really like these mushrooms. These are, I think, Vibrant Journeys. Yeah. Okay, here's ravens. There we go. We got ourselves some raven feathers. Which, to upgrade this, we need torchberries and glowstone. There's a moon crystal thing. Moonstone. And I guess I could go ahead and see what we've got here. We've got Apprentice Book, Basic Case, Scroll of Freeze, Summon Zombie, an Unknown Spellbook, the Picori Blade, String, Duct Tape, Iron Ring. By the way, Duct Tape, if you're not familiar with that, you can use it to repair your stuff. But it kind of gets like a debuff. Not really a debuff, but after you duct tape stuff too much, you can't duct tape it anymore. Because it's pretty much just broken at that point. But it does give you some free repairs. Of course, in this pack, it's not useful so much. Because you can get like the Anvil Pet like right out the gate. Which pretty much... it pretty much does all of that. So, alright, there's some torchberries. Now I just need... I need some glowstone. I don't know... Never actually given it much thought. Is there a way to get glowstone while in the Twilight Forest? I don't know. Maybe witches. I guess I haven't really gone that far. I'm going to go ahead and just warp back and make the magic map real quick. Just so we can get that quest done. Okay, so torchberries, raven feather, glowstone gets us the magic map focus, and then there is the blank magic map. Quest complete. Okay. And then we get 2 gold coins for that. Wait, what was that? What? What's this? Okay. And then this too. Blank maze map. And then we need the maze breaker. Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. Now that we've got that, let's head back through. And we're going to go see if we can find ourselves a Naga. Which these tend to be super common. Yeah, there's one right over there. So you can see on the magic map. And then opposite it is a Lich. So we're in pretty good shape. It's basically actually right where I was headed, according to this map. So, and actually I think sometimes there can be treasure inside of these. Yep. Haha. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Nothing. Nothing of any interest, actually. So, we'll go ahead and just put that away. I guess I could take the water bucket. Just to feel like I got something out of that. Yeah, we'll see what the dungeon loot's like. But I was thinking that we would get some pretty good chests out of this. Like, you know, dungeon level chests. But it might not be the case. This place might not be really worth exploring extra in, you know. Just kind of do what we got to do and then leave. Which, honestly, there's... with the pack not really having any tweaks or anything, Twilight Forest doesn't really have... I know it's like a big dimension and it seems like there's a lot, but it's really... all it is kind of like a boss run. There's not like a whole lot of stuff like tucked away and things like that. It's all pretty much right there. So... Between Lands is definitely my jam. That's why we're kind of saving like the best for last sort of thing. We actually kind of went from like, at least for me, like least favorite to most favorite, because I definitely like Twilight Forest more than Aether and Tropicraft, but I like Between Lands way more than anything. Okay, so there's our Naga. There's our Naga. And we really don't have to worry about him too much because he's not going to be able to do much to us. So if we just smack him in the face a few times. Come on back here. There we go. I cut off a segment of him. Hey, I wonder if this will work. No, he doesn't really slow down, actually. Come back here. Come back here. There's something to be said whenever nothing can, like, hurt you. I actually wonder if the Hydra would be able to one-shot us as it stands. Okay. We have killed him, and we got the Naga trophy, Naga scales, heart crystal shards. Yeah. I actually want to test. I want to test to see if the Naga or if the Hydra can insta-kill us, and we will do that here soon. Whenever we get to the Hydra, which really isn't all that far into it. Okay, so we got a harvest rod. Right click to fertilize, breaks crops in an area, and then we get a loot chest for that. Okay. And you know what's funny is I think the questing ram's probably the hardest boss in this, and you don't even fight him, and that's just because he's like pretty uncommon. Arcane Seal of Protection. He's pretty hard to find usually. So looting 3. Okay. Nothing too crazy out of that. Disorient was on the enchanted book. Okay, so now that we've killed him, now we can go to the Lich. And I actually think it would be quickest to just warp back home and then go back to the portal. And we'll start off by entering at the ground floor, but I will say, like, you know, in Sevtech, that's actually a hollow heal. There's stuff in there. Yeah, let me actually go check the chests in there. But I'm not going to worry too much about doing everything the proper way, per se, within this series. And that's because, you know, I did everything the proper way in Sevtech. Honestly, in this pack, we were already unkillable, so it's like, okay, that's enough of that. Nothing's really a challenge anyways, so. Yeah, see, I don't think we're going to get very interesting loot out of these, if I had to guess. I actually don't want that either. There is, well, there's 2 emeralds. Not worried about the rest of that stuff. There should be some spawners around here. Red cap. The boots are mine. Alright. Let's go. There we go. And we are leveling this stuff. We're up to 76.6% damage reduced. Ore magnet. I hate this kind of hollow hill because everything's like shoved in on itself. And I haven't really noticed any spawners either. I don't know what I just broke. Oh. No, you don't. Okay. Actually, I think I broke a mushroom a second ago. What do we got here? More emeralds, fire aspect. Seems like that's always what comes from those. Yeah, and then living root. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see much tweaked loot. Within this dimension. From what I can tell, from what I've seen, I think the loot was just kind of left as default settings in this pack. So none of the loot was like changed up. So we pretty much, I think we're, it seems like we only find loot cases and stuff in the nether, and, everything pretty much lines up with what we would normally find there anyways. So I think that's going to be the case here as well, from what I can tell. Which also means it's going to be the case for the Between Lands, which is fine. So what we're really after, I don't even think we can get here. Let's head over here. And then a nice thing about the Twilight Forest is there will, like for example, this whole map area, there will always be, or supposed to always be, at least one of every boss within a map area. Because Twilight Forest actually kind of works at making it so that everything is pretty accessible from when you spawn in. So we shouldn't have too much issue. But I'm probably just going to go straight for the end. I'll probably work my way down a little bit and just peek around. And sometimes there's treasure at the bottom of these too, these wishing wells. Sometimes. Not always, though. Yeah, it looks like this one doesn't have any. Alright, but there is the Lich's Tower. I see it. Oh, yeah. I also have to, like, try to jump over that river, and I totally forget that I've got flight. Or, not really flight, but, like, it's like the little engine that could flight. Like, it's really trying. It's really, really trying to get up there, but it can't quite keep flying, sort of a thing. Okay, so here's where we're headed. And I guess I'm going to just dig through. And then we'll just go straight up, I guess. I love it, because, like, nothing can even begin to hurt me here. There we go. Oh my gosh. Just knock them up into spider webs. It works. It's perfect. This armor is just, it's crazy. Crazy ridiculous. Okay, I think there's going to be a chest up here. Yeah, right there. Oops. Yeah, see, the loot in here is no good. I will take the paper because we're going to need that later. But other than that... oh, we did get some glowstone dust, so I guess we could have made our map here. And then we got some ender pearls. Those are useful, but... useful enough to bother with? Not really. Not really. I need to just make some end seeds. Is what I need to do. Whoa! Gosh! Somebody's moving fast. I'm gonna kill that baby zombie. There. Okay, so I'm going to go on up to the spawners. Really, really quick. And I'll break these off. And we'll just go on up to the top. I don't think there's really anything of interest down here. Because the loot is, like, pretty rough. And we're past the point of needing any of this stuff, so. Hey, there's a spell book. Okay, I don't know where you guys are coming from. Ignites. Okay. And then we got a mind trick. Man! Where are these guys coming from? Seems like maybe this is the last of them, though. Alright, so Sword Slicer. How close are we to leveling this thing? Right now it's a 9.9 attack damage. It's level 13. 1660. Okay. Alright, so let's head on up. And let's go take out this boss real quick. There he is. Actually, if we went to the Betweenlands, I could have... we could have really cheesed him. By bringing one of those little voodoo dolls. Because with that, you can just bypass this whole phase of the fight. There we go. Now we're in the next phase. And now I just pretty much have to run after him and smack him with my sword. There we go. Bring out your dead. And we got the zombie scepter. That's the one we got. And then protection 3, projectile protection 4, and a living helmet, and blast protection 3, last stand 2, legs. He drops tons of enchanted gear always. Okay, so we should get, 2 quests completed. The Lich, we get a Phoenix Down, resurrects you once with full health, and reverts to an angelic feather. It's actually kind of nice. We'll carry it on us. And then we got 3 gold coins for the zombie scepter. We also get 3 for the Scepter of Life Draining, and 3 for the Scepter of Twilight, which are other drops that he can possibly drop. It's just random as to which one you get. Okay, so in the odd, freakish chance that we die, we will resurrect now. Awesome. Okay, so now that he is dead, now we have to head out, and it looks like, I think off in this direction is, I can't tell if that's a quest ram or a swamp. I think it's a quest ram area. Maybe. Maybe not. Basically, the quest ram spawns in, like, forests. Rainbowy forests. So, they're not very common. But that's okay. They're fairly easy once you find them. Okay, now the purple was from a mushroom place. This is one of the big mushroom cities. Nothing's in here. It's just like hallways that connect to each other. But this was always like one of my favorite things. One of my favorite places here. This and like the castle. Both of which have nothing in them at the moment. So. Okay. So I'm going to have to head up. If we want to stay within like the magic map confines. Which directly... Well, there's a Lich coming up here. We'll go ahead and go kill him, because we do need those other 2 scepters. So, and it's not like it's a big time-consuming issue to kill him. Which I'm actually wondering if, with mending, if this sword is leveling. There's another hollow heal. I think that one's a little bit bigger one, but... I just don't really have anything. It's just like gold ingots and like a few random bits of Twilight Forest equipment and loot and stuff, so... Meh. There's another Naga up here, too. I'll probably kill it as well. Just because we can. But now my sword is fully repaired, and I'm interested to see... we've got 1660 now. I'm interested to see if we get XP on that. If it can have living and mending, because both of them run off of XP. And so I'm actually kind of concerned if it's going to work. Or not. I hope. But it might not. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to dig in right here. And we'll run back into here. Okay, yeah, it's still getting XP. It wasn't for a little bit, it looks like, because, of course, it had to mend up all of that damage that was done, but it is still getting XP. Perfect. That is what I like to see. So many swarm spiders. Oh, yeah, we're still getting good XP, actually. Awesome. I wanted to make sure, because that'd be terrible if I wasn't getting XP anymore. Okay, so Twilight Lich. Sorry, bud, but you're going to have to die. And I find it's best just to stare at him and spam. There we go. And he tends to be pretty easy, so. Alright. You die. Pow! We win! And we got the Scepter of Life training, which means another 3 gold coins. Yay. Awesome stuff. Okay, there we go. There's 3 more gold coins. Which actually, these could go into the main backpack. I think I need like, what, 16 for one of the loot bags that we want, so I still got a little ways to go on that, but that's fine. Okay, the Sword Slicer just leveled up, and we have 10.1 attack damage. Awesome. Okay, so I need to head... There's an Urghast right there, but we can't do the Urghast yet. We've got to go down and do the Mino Shroom and the Hydra. Should be our next objective. So I'm going to start heading to the north. The nice thing is we have an Ice Queen and an Urghast, so pretty much the whole chunk of the end game, or the late game of Twilight Forest is all right there near our Waystone coming in. So I think what's probably going to take the longest... Hey, there's another Lich up here. What's probably going to take the longest is finding a quest ram, I think. But regardless, we should be able to knock through all of this in like maybe 3 episodes total or something. Okay, so let's go take out another Lich real quick. We're going for the gold on these at the moment. And I'm just going to do a sprint for the top. Just because we can. There are little holes, so watch out for those. If you're running up to the top like this, very, very easy to fall into them. Okay. There we go. And there we go. He is dead. Please have dropped the new thing. No, we got another zombie scepter from that one. So no quest complete on him. Alright, let's head back out. Hey, we got a silverfish. Which I hear a bunch more breaking, so die, 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 yes. Okay. Well, as much as I'd like to stay, I have places to go. And people to kill. Okay, now what's this in the north? I see another Naga, but then there's something else. I'm not sure if... Oh, you know what that is? That is, pretty sure that's one of those, yeah, that goes up to the castle. So, we don't need that right now. That's the very last thing, if it's even required for this pack. I'm hoping that it gets added before long, because the correct mobs are now spawning there and everything. Like, it seems like it's starting to get ready for, implementation, but it's not fully implemented still. But I don't know. It's been slow going on that castle for a long time, so. It's funny because we're going through Twilight Forest on here, and then it's still going to be a little while, but before too long, we're going to have to go through Twilight Forest on Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles as well. So, fun times. But I imagine it's going to be, well, it's probably not going to be like super tweaked in Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. Still the same general principle, but I think the loot and stuff is going to be a little bit more tweaked. So we might, that'll make it a little bit more interesting. We'll probably be doing like more hollow hills and stuff like that on there. Oh, and there's another Lich. There's 2 Liches right up here. So hopefully I get the other Scepter that I need. Okay, so another Twilight Lich. Let's do this. It's like he couldn't teleport. He was trying really, really hard. Another zombie Scepter. Another moon buggy. Okay, well, let's see. That's steadily getting there. Oh, there's a bunch of these guys around. A whole bunch of them around here. So, okay, let's head. I guess I'm going to head for this next one up here. We'll try to get something that's not a zombie Scepter. That would be great. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, we'll get the other Scepter here. Because I don't really care to do these anymore. If I can avoid it. Alright. It's going quick. He hasn't even spawned any fireballs. Alright, there we go. It's like he's caught in animation or something. There we go. I like when he just like keeps teleporting right into me. There we go. Scepter of Twilight. Yes. Okay, so we got everything. We got all of the scepters now. So we're done doing Twilight Liches, and our next goal is the Mino Shroom, which means the maze map and the maze breaker as well. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to head off in this direction. In theory, we should have a Mino Shroom, Hydra Swamp up here somewhere. Yeah, actually, that bluish looking area is one of them. So, that is one of them, in fact. So, I think the Twilight Lich is the main boss that, well, actually the Frost Queen has a few different weapon drops. So I'm curious if they're going to make us farm all of those or not. I'm not for sure. But we'll see. And then, of course, if I have really bad luck with the Maze Breaker, we may have to do a few of them as well, but we'll see. I think I've got some paper on me. I've got 5. And I think the maze map focus, we need just 8 for the blank maze map. Yeah. Okay. But I know that paper comes from there as well, so I'm thinking we'll be okay. But if I see some sugarcane, I do need to break that. Yeah, right here. Perfect. Perfect. And there's some more over here. Okay, right over here is where the Mino Shroom lair is. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. And I'm going to put a waystone actually down, because I've got that, I've got this. So let's go ahead and just drop this down. We're going to say Mino. And that way I can get back here pretty easily. Oh, wait, what? It takes levels to teleport now? Maybe it's just a Twilight Forest thing, because that was never, I never noticed that before. Yeah, we did it. We teleported earlier in the episode. It didn't take levels. I guess. I don't know. I have no clue. But anyways, we have 43 levels. And so I could take a point in melee damage, which I think I'm going to. That's another 10% increase. And what does it take for the next point of melee damage? 47. Okay. It's not too bad. But anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so we'll pick back up next episode and continue on through the Twilight Forest. like I said, I think it's going to be like probably another 2 episodes here, and then we'll finish up Twilight Forest. Pretty much just a boss run, and there might be some other quests that take a little bit longer in Twilight Forest. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're going to make us get all the Ice Queen drops, because Ice Queens are a little bit more rare than Twilight Liches, so that might take a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.